My name is Ronak, and I'm pursuing my engineering management from Purdue University. And I don't have much internship experience, but I do have some work experience in prestigious company Amul. Everyone must be aware of it. So I just want to I just did a project under my operation research work that how Amul, an Indian brand, crossed 1.3 billion of target in 2021 during a pandemic year. So that was because of the effective supply chain which the Amul adapts. So the Amul is the largest consumer and exporter of milk products found by Dr. Kurian uh, during the year now 1946, and it was also called as a white revolution. And the currently GCMF, which means Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, has a total turnover of more than 5.3 billion, and it recently has replaced an American food producing company and positioned at eight all over the world. Also, I would like to mention about the how much milk procurement is done by the Amul every day. So it's like 18 million liters per day from 18,000 villages, and it is covered by 33 districts from 3.6 million milk producer farmers. So it is a pretty huge number and pretty large number of milk quantity which Amul is handling. So this was a project to understand the story about the company and to understand the supply chain. How did Amul went and made an effective outcome from such a tough situation. So I would like to zoom it a little bit. Can everybody see it?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yeah, yeah. So this is supply chain. This is supply chain layout through which it effectively goes from farmers to till the end consumers. So basic idea of the supply chain is the Amul does is it has been distributed between 18 dairies and 18 districts, and 18 districts has a lot of small hubs from where they collect the milk, and they have their own chilling centers. So as milk has very less life of like 1 to 2 days, but if you store in a chilling plant, so it increases its life, and it also uh, stops to being coagulated with the bacteria and all. So after that, after the milk is collected all over the districts, they have been transferred from districts to the main centers. From main centers, they go to chilling units, which are bigger than the district one, and from there, they have been shipped and transferred to the main processing plant with the help of trucks, which are specially made for transporting milk and kind of food products. So, what different in this logistics is the truck which is made. They have a really thick uh, isolation isolation layer through which they say which allows which not allow milk to lose its maintain the temperature between 3 degree to 4 degrees throughout the journey. So uh, this is how the journey starts of the milk from farmers to the processing plant. After once it reaches to milk processing plant, it is again dumped in. It is checked. It is checked by the lab, and whole milk process is tested. The fat level, their overall uh, healthiness of the milk. If there is any issue in the milk, they drain out the that particular whole milk section. So after that, they went to the chilling centers. They went to the dispatch center. From dispatch center, they moved to the processing plant, and after getting processed, the milk is distributed between the products, how they are being as per the requirement. So if suppose if we need more butter, so we pass milk from the separator machine, and we separate the milk solids and the fat from it, and we make come up with a butter. So this is how the milk is processed. Now, in this, there is one more key point that Amul does is uh, there are some situations, there are some emergency situations we come up with. If there is a flood, there is a disaster, there is something crucial going on throughout the country, or if any part of the India or world needs. So what Amul does is they they use they do the milk separation from milk solids and butter. So the butter can be stored for like a year or a year and a half in big chilling centers, and also the milk solids can be stored for a long. So what they do is they separate the milk from milk solids and butter, fat, and they are stored. The milk solids are stored in a form of butter. If you have seen while traveling in plane, you have milk pouches which are in the form of butter, which are in the form of powder. So they are actually the milk solids, and without any fat in it. So interesting fact. uh, so at the same time, so they save in a such a way that uh, any emergency situation comes, we can immediately mix the fat and milk solids at the same time and distribute during the emergency situation. So even that also happens at some time, some point of time, that we are run out of the raw material, so we can use the existing raw materials and fulfill the customer requirement. So this is how the whole process works from farmers till processing plant. Now from processing plant, what Amul has done, rather than opening a stores for a particular product or for particular their own shop, they have distributed to a local vendors, local wholesalers. So what they do is they buy milk from Amul directly with the help of cash, and they distribute through their own shops and their own delivery centers. So this makes Amul more efficient in supplying their own products, and like to say, so yeah. So these are the three which I found that these are the three things which Amul does really well. Is the distribution network. Uh, they do cash transaction, which makes it very efficient. The third thing is the logistics. The milk collection strategy is really good. And the third thing, which is the developing the demand and the brand strategy. As everyone know, the Amul is known for good and the cheaper products for an consumer market. So this is how I had a detailed analysis of Amul fulfilling the supply and demand for whole entire food consumer industry. Thank you. If anyone has a question, I can answer that.